What's up, everyone? Today's Bible passage has Jesus telling us something. My peace I give to you, not as the world gives it, which begs the question. So how is Jesus' peace different than what the world gives? First of all, I want to look at the word he used, and that word was shalom, a Hebrew word. And we think of that as just peace. We usually translate it as peace into the English, but it actually has three meanings. Number one, of course, is peace, inner peace and outer peace, peace with the people around us. Second one is abundance, having enough to give to others. And the third one is physical strength, not just a lack of sickness, but the opposite, strength and mobility, the ability to do what God has us do physically. So really, it's sort of a holy trinity of meanings there for the word shalom, but also he has a spiritual sense to it, a kingdom sense to it. And we look at peace efforts in the world and they often go nowhere. And here is a hard truth. There will be no peace without the Prince of Peace. There will be no justice without the gospel. People have often said we shouldn't be preaching a social gospel. We shouldn't be preaching about justice. But the truth is, the Bible is full of talk about justice. It's one of the major themes of the book. And blessed are the peacemakers. But we can't short circuit the process. With making peace and with working for justice, we have to also include the source of that peace and the source of that justice, which is the Prince of Peace himself. And the creator of the universe has to be a part of what is going on. It's from God himself that goodness and love streams and flows. And without doing that, it's like trying to turn on a light bulb, a lamp, so to speak, without plugging it in. And so many of our efforts to make peace and justice in this world right now, and everybody's clamoring for justice and peace right now. There's demonstrations all over the world. But very few of us Christians are saying, yes, we want those things too, and we will find them best and fastest and most powerfully through connecting with the power of the Holy Spirit, through plugging in that lamp and making things work in a powerful way. There will be no peace without the Prince of Peace. That sounds like bad news, but it's really good news. This week at the Well, there's all kinds of good things happening. We're going to be talking about the book of Daniel on Sunday. I'm going to be teaching on that, and that has to do with when to say no. Daniel was loyal to his employer, even though his employer, Nebuchadnezzar, had destroyed the temple and was a pagan. He was loyal to his employer, but he had boundaries. There are certain things he would not do, certain no-fly zones. Then at our Well Diggers meeting on Sunday afternoon, and that's people starting ministries and exploring vocational ministry, we're going to be doing all kinds of good stuff to equip people to start ministries. I hope that you'll join us for that if the Lord's ever given you a prompting to move into vocational ministry. Then on Monday morning, we have our men's group, and we're going to be talking about how ideology, political and economic ideologies often take front seat precedence over back seat gospel. And we want to make sure that the gospel is in the front seat, and those other things, which are quite valuable and important, are in the back seat. So join us for the men's ministry on Monday. That's the good news for today, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.